Donald's Rocket Ruckus is a 1999 Disney cartoon. I watched this as part of House of Mouse episode Music Day, which kind of fitted because that one was all about the Quack Street Boys, who are Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and this cartoon focuses on Donald, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And I'm a big fan of Donald's nephews. I think they're a lot of fun, and I love it when they wind Donald up because I love it when Donald gets exasperated. And that's definitely what we have here. Donald is manning a fairground ride. It's a rocket-based ride. You know, you go in the rocket and it spins around really quickly. But Huey, Dewey, and Louie are too short. They're not tall enough for the ride. So what follows is a series of tricks and visual gags as they try and get past Donald, try and convince Donald they're tall enough. Some things are quite predictable. I loved it when their little feathers pinged up. I thought that was adorable. And some things are definitely very creative and not what I'd expected. And that's not where it stops, because things take an extreme turn and they get dangerous, and Donald starts to worry for the safety or life of his nephews. And it honestly became really depressing at one point and really emotional. And I really felt for Donald. So it really is a very well developed narrative with a lot going for it. It didn't just stop once the first part of it had kind of been milked for all it was worth. They added on a little bit extra and made it a little bit more moving. And I can't really explain that without spoiling it, but I think it was pretty enjoyable. I think it got a little bit slow in the final third of the cartoon. I feel like they could have chopped up a little bit, made it a little bit shorter and a little bit neater, and it would have been pretty perfect in terms of captivating my attention and keeping me engaged throughout. But ultimately, it was a fun narrative, great characters, of course, very well animated. Maybe a little lazily animated because we see some kind of maybe establishing shots and shots from high up, and there are a lot of tents. And I feel like fairgrounds and things don't have that many tents. There were very few other rides visible, if you know what I mean. But to be honest, that didn't bother me too much. It's not exactly the most intricate thing ever anyway. I quite liked it. Good fun, generally well animated, really good narrative, relatively fitted in well with the House of Mouse episode. But if you watch it on its own, I think it's one. As long as you're a Donald Duck fan or a fan of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, I think you'll enjoy it.